So far in this look back through the history of cinema, grand historical epics and silent horror have been reigning supreme, but there is one particular genre that really used to stand proud, and The Thief of Bagdad is just one of those. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at a 1924 swashbuckling adventure. Douglas Fairbanks is best known for his swashbuckling roles. Whilst The Mark of Zorro and Robin Hood did not make it onto this list, The Thief of Bagdad is perhaps his most well-known and praised. Fairbanks' prowess in the swashbuckling genre is perhaps his biggest problem, however. Throughout the beginning of the film, Fairbanks swans around in a cartoonish and entirely preposterous manner. In a film that seems to showcase a wide range of cultures and different ethnicities, this Hollywood swagger is painfully out of place. Unlike The Birth of a Nation, The Thief of Bagdad appears incredibly accepting of other cultures. Sure, it can still be seen as racially stereotyping, but with the exception of the Mongols, these cultures are seen as mystic and powerful. The Mongols, however, are the villains of the picture. I don't see it as too outlandish for the filmmakers to go out of their way to make them seem all the more treacherous and backstabbing, yet still it could be seen as them unfairly depicting a race in a negative light. All of the characters are dressed in a way that highlights how foreign the setting is for the audience at the time. The problem is that while attention is paid to make people look utterly unique, the sets are left bland and dull. Coming out of the intricate and elaborate set design of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, this film comes across as being dull and cheap. The sets are lifeless and desolate, with certain props and locations appearing to be clearly fake. This, however, is blown out the window halfway through, when a sudden impromptu adventure begins. I was getting incredibly bored of The Thief of Bagdad, and seeing that there was still over an hour to go did not help to settle me. The prospect of adventure, however, did. At once I was whisked away in a brilliant tale of Arabian treasures and mystical artifacts, a world of magic and monsters. The film truly came alive in the second half. However, it was over so quickly that I had little chance to become invested. I wanted to see more scenes of the thief battling lizard monsters or diving to the bottom of the sea, and less of him trying and failing to win the heart of a princess. The Thief of Bagdad is an incredibly problematic movie. The thief comes across as a complete idiot before he begins his quest. While there is interesting character development, it comes before he sets about on his adventure and many trials. By this point, I was watching a man who had already earned the love and respect of a princess and become a better person, needlessly setting off on an adventure to prove his worth. The first half had already made me bored and tired. I wasn't interested in what he was doing and just wanted him to complete the quest to end the damn film. In closing, The Thief of Bagdad is not a bad film. Is it too long though? Yes. Certain parts of the first hour could easily have been skipped in favour of working them into the later plotline. While the adventure did add some level of interest to an otherwise tired story, it did little for the motivations of the characters and less for my interest in their overall success or failure. I did like it, and I would recommend a viewing, yet the film fell short of a classic. Just short though, through its bad sense of pacing and balancing. It would be like if Batman had spent an entire film devoted to rediscovering himself, and then, after managing this, the switch got flipped and he had to start out all over again for another hour or so at... Oh, wait a second. 3 out of 5 stars. Watch it.